KOCT, its board of directors, staff, and the City of Oceanside do not support nor promote any candidates. We provide the following program as a public service for voters. All candidates have been invited to participate in this program, but not all were able to or chose to do so.
Hello, my name is Peter Weiss, and I am the Mayor of Oceanside. This November, I will be on the ballot running for City Council in District 4. I was not elected mayor, but was appointed when former Mayor Jim Wood resigned due to health reasons. In fact, former Mayor Wood recommended me for the position. I am running for City Council to continue the progress Oceanside has made in recent years. A civil engineer by training, I have decades of experience as a leader in our city. I spent almost 7 years as city manager, so I'm familiar with all aspects of city government. I have the skills, experience, and unique qualifications to represent the City of Oceanside. My priorities include improving traffic, public safety, code enforcement and blight elimination, improving parks and youth recreation, and I pledge to be responsive to your issues, large and small. Whether it's potholes, stop signs, or public safety, I will be available to hear your concerns. We need to consider citywide issues and concerns, and we need to listen to the collective voice and not always the dominant voice. Your collective priorities are my priorities. My wife and I raised 4 children who all attended El Camino High School. Over the years, I have been active in Boy Scouts and a variety of youth sports programs. I'm still active in the community and coach inline hockey. I also love entertaining Oceansiders as a musician at local venues. I think we have been successful in creating a great place to live. We have a vibrant downtown with lots of fun things to do. Talent follows place and investment follows talent. And we need that increased investment to attract and retain businesses and create good paying jobs so we can live and work in Oceanside instead of commuting. I bring a sensible and balanced approach to issues and understand that compromise is necessary to improve the quality of life for all. The local level is no place for extreme positions. We need to be able to work together and develop a team atmosphere where we can collectively advance Oceanside. I am committed to maintaining stability and the positive investment environment that we have created so we can enhance the programs and services that we provide the community. Given all the recent COVID-19 issues, we need to focus on keeping small businesses strong and making it easier for entrepreneurs to start up. Small business is the cornerstone of a healthy economy. In my time as mayor, we've expanded senior and youth programs at El Corazon. We collectively approved a measure to add funding to improve streets, parks, and the delivery of public services. We expanded our homeless assistance efforts, including sobering services and a homeless hiring program. These efforts cannot be done alone. They take a willingness to work together and developing partnerships with public and private entities. I have supported developing a positive partnership with Miracosta College where we have implemented a solid skills and jobs training program. Not only does this keep local companies strong, it develops a talent base making Oceanside a magnet for investors of all sizes. These last few months have been challenging for all of us, the city included. We are facing significant reduction in revenues that has the potential of impacting city services. However, we have adopted a balanced budget, and my focus has been, and if elected will continue to be, maintaining fiscally sustainable policies that support core services. Is it possible to stay optimistic in dark times? The answer is yes. Optimism matters more now than it ever has because what we think and how we feel determine what we do. And what we do day after day creates our future. Collaboration and cooperation is desperately needed now. Business, government, civic organizations, and citizens are all going to need to work together to overcome some big challenges. But we can do it. We just need to believe that. And once we do, all the rest becomes possible. When you stay focused on what matters, you can make thoughtful decisions from a place of calmness. Good decisions have good outcomes, and good outcomes show that progress is possible even in hard times. My name is Peter Weiss, City Council candidate for District 4. Thank you and for your consideration, and I hope to earn your vote.
At just over 42 square miles and home to approximately 175,000 residents, Oceanside is the 3rd largest city in San Diego County in terms of both land area and population. Our city boasts many signature attractions, including the largest of the California missions, the longest wooden pier on the West Coast, and a beautiful harbor with over 1,000 boat slips. Our dynamic community of professional and amateur athletes excel in a variety of sports, including skateboarding, surfing, sailing, and outrigger canoeing, and have earned Oceanside a proud legacy of athletic prowess. The many theaters, museums, and galleries which make up our emerging art scene have helped Oceanside to achieve statewide notoriety as a recognized unique cultural district. Hi, my name is Michelle Gomez, and I'm running for Oceanside City Council District 4. Composed of the neighborhoods of Ivy Ranch, Rancho Del Oro, and portions of San Luis Rey, Oceanside's newly created 4th District is home to over 42,000 residents. Often referred to as the Central District in official city literature due to its relation to the other 3 districts, District 4 is more aptly described as the heart of Oceanside. It's a dynamic and diverse area with thriving commerce, industry, and neighborhoods. Oceanside has always been known as a great place to raise a family, but more and more residents are struggling just to get by. The COVID-19 pandemic has worsened many existing problems while creating a few new ones. In these uncertain times, we need leaders who are driven by community service and not self-interest. We need a city council with foresight that can think outside the box and find opportunity in spite of adversity. I'm a public servant who's been in the trenches for nearly 2 decades, working to make a difference in the lives of underserved individuals from all walks of life, including women, communities of color, veterans, military families, and trauma survivors. I've been in the fight to end human trafficking, resolve homelessness, stop domestic violence, and prevent elder abuse. I've built a solid professional reputation in regulatory compliance, corporate ethics, and legislative analysis, drafting and implementing effective international policy which protects businesses, employees, and consumers. Now I'm looking to apply my experience to make a lasting difference here in Oceanside. I seek to put the voices of our working families ahead of petty and divisive politicking and to act as long overdue initiatives which will protect Oceanside's future. We need to refocus ourselves as a city and unite our neighbors around common goals: a desire for safer neighborhoods, a cleaner environment, reduced housing costs, regional solutions to address homelessness, good jobs close to home, reduced traffic and improved infrastructure, and a strong economic recovery post-COVID-19 are important to us all. Let's come together as neighbors for the good of our city and our families. I'm running for Oceanside City Council to improve the quality of life for all of Oceanside's residents. It's time to preserve and protect our neighborhoods and to ensure economic opportunity for everyone. I envision an Oceanside that's innovative, welcoming, and prosperous. I pledge to work as hard as you do so that our families can thrive in Oceanside for generations to come. I'm honored to have the full support and endorsement of the Oceanside Firefighters Association, California Nurses Association, North County Labor Alliance, and San Diego and Imperial County's Labor Council, to name a few. These professionals trust in my experience and demonstrated commitment to serve my community as proof of my ability to provide strong leadership in these trying times. In order to protect the health of my volunteers and the families of District 4, and to help flatten the curve, our team won't be conducting traditional field canvassing efforts this election cycle. Please help us spread the message of a better Oceanside by sharing this video with your family and neighbors. You can learn more about my background and goals for office, as well as donate or volunteer by visiting my website, michelleforoside.com. We may be socially distanced for now, but don't forget that I'm available via phone, email, or social media to hear your concerns and discuss the issues facing our district and our city as a whole. Let's have a conversation about what's important to you. Again, my name is Michelle Gomez, and I'd be honored to have your vote for Oceanside City Council, District 4.
Hello, I'm Morgan McCrae, and I'm running for Oceanside City Council Member District 4. America is going through a very difficult time, addressing the COVID-19 pandemic. Oceanside will fight and prevail. There will be life during and beyond COVID, and we should start preparing now. Oceanside has to change. Ideas from the past and reshuffled previous candidates is not the pathway to a thriving Oceanside during or beyond COVID. My campaign offers dynamic ideas, new pathways, fresh energy, leading to a flourishing Oceanside. I plan to focus intensively on jobs and contract opportunities for local Oceanside workers, builders, developers, and contractors first. There are too many multi-million-dollar contracts that have been awarded and gifted to wealthy, outside corporations, leaving local Oceanside workers and contractors starving for work. I believe in Oceanside first, and if you believe in Oceanside first, then follow my campaign. Vote McCray for Oceanside to work towards Oceanside's much-needed recovery. A famous old world proverb explains to us that necessity is the mother of invention. The COVID crisis has made change highly necessary. Myself, and creators and innovators of the like, represent positive change and advancement. Let me tell you a little bit about myself and my platform. I'm a proud Oceanside resident of 20 years, and I attended elementary through middle school in Oceanside before starting charter high school to pursue a professional tennis career. In my tennis career, I attended 1 year at Oklahoma State University. I've also been able to see a good amount of the United States. I've traveled to 20 states and 2 countries, one of them including the Netherlands. I've also coached tennis to people of all ages, including teaching volunteer lessons free for kids and adults. During my travels, I have met many people and seen many different lifestyles. I've observed how the use of technology, city management, and organization have contributed to city infrastructure and development. Along with being a professional tennis player, I'm a musician, and I play the piano and violin. I'm also a music producer and the band manager of a music duo called Morgan M. with my sister. I performed in large concerts and festivals with crowds of thousands of people, and I love uniting people through music and the arts. I produce music for featured local singers and musicians, and have released songs on Spotify, iTunes, and other worldwide music platforms. I've also taught piano and violin to children and adults. I consider myself a people's person, and I love history, English, literature, geography, and learning about other cultures. I speak some Spanish, and I received my associate's degree in liberal arts and humanities from Maricosta College. My platform includes, but is not limited to, establishing free or low-cost COVID-19 testing sites for all Oceanside residents, finding effective ways to combat the homeless crisis in Oceanside, including building more housing, bringing a larger variety of cultural, musical, and art events to the city of Oceanside for all age groups, expanding positive community interaction with the Oceanside Police Department, advocating to improve the quality of Oceanside drinking water, helping find a way to bring running water to Alex Road Skate Park. After hearing about the issue at Alex Road Skate Park, I took it upon myself to visit the park and talk to the patrons. I created an investigative report and video documentary on the major water issue at Alex Road Park. The patrons at the park, most of them youth patrons, have had no running water and have been left with unsanitary bathroom conditions, including lack of sinks for washing hands and more. The water issue at Alex Road Park has been overlooked and ongoing for the past 7 years. Next, I want to help oversee an efficient and effective part of the city budget for city cleanup of streets, parks, and public recreation centers. City cleanup is also something Oceanside dearly needs. The trash buildup around the city and in District 4 is unpleasant and threatening to the environment. I want to be a role model for everyone, especially millennials and young adults, so that they too can become involved in city government and local politics. I also want to introduce new and innovative ideas to our community. Follow my campaign on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at McCray for Oceanside. That's McCrayForOside. That's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at McCray for Oceanside. I look forward to being a part of City Council and working to help the City of Oceanside. Remember, Election Day is November 3rd. Find your registration info at sdvote.com. Let's go forward. I'm Morgan McCray, and I'm running for Oceanside City Council Member, District 4.
Hello, Oceanside. My name is Jane Marshall, and I'm running for City Council for District 4. District 4 is a large area on the east side of Oceanside, with Oceanside Blvd on the south, Melrose and Santa Fe on the east, Highway 76 on the north, and Rancho Del Oro Drive, including El Corazon and the Senior Center. It's a large area full of many friends, neighbors, and supporters of Jane for Oceanside. Many of you know me. District 4 has been my home for 30 years, raising our 3 kids, growing our business. We've given countless hours of volunteering to help make the community a better place. I'm invested in Oceanside. This November, we have a real opportunity. It's the first time we can have someone from our area, District 4, representing us on council. This means I can be your independent voice at City Hall and work to resolve many of your issues and concerns, like Why do we have so much traffic on College, Mission, and Oceanside Blvd? And why do our roads have potholes when we passed Measure X sales tax nearly 2 years ago? And why does College Blvd and Vista have big companies and jobs? And why are we so dependent on developers to balance our budget? I know why, because council is focusing on the wrong things. That's why I'm running for council, to focus on the things that matter to us, not special interests. We need an independent council representative that has real-world experience and problem-solving, management capabilities, and fiscal responsibility. In my 40-year career, I've helped organizations, large, small, local, and global, to do more with less and solve complex problems. I've earned a bachelor's in science, a master's in business administration, and multiple certifications to help organizations be the best they can be. And I'm president of our corporation for 18 years, responsible for operations, fiscal, and ethical compliance. I want to bring all these professional problem-solving skills to our council, especially important now with our COVID-19 recovery. I'm semi-retired and I like to give back to Oceanside as a downtown ambassador, a friend of El Corazon, and as the president of the Downtown Neighborhood Association. I support the arts and cultural programs downtown and help prepare over 100,000 meals for our seniors and homeless with the Oceanside Kitchen Collaborative. I've worked on the Downtown Redevelopment Steering Committee, the local coastal plan update, and I've helped create our climate action and economic development plans to guide Oceanside into the future. I've been your community advocate for nearly a decade, organizing neighbors to fight bad ideas too, like the huge Vegas-style digital billboards on 78 and 76, and a 4-lane highway through Guajomie, taking homes and working farms when an extra turn lane on Santa Fe would solve the traffic for only a fraction of the cost. I walked miles to inform neighbors that our council majority wanted to take away our elected city clerk and treasurer for their appointees at twice the cost. And I helped to get signatures to stop the rezoning of the farmland for unaffordable housing without viable traffic and evacuation plans, putting current and future residents at risk. I'm not against growth. I'm for smart, affordable growth in our available infill lands, utilizing current roads and sewers along transit to reduce traffic. I'm for saving our parks, beaches, and open spaces for our families and our future versus more unaffordable housing in areas not meant for it, creating more traffic. And I'm for supporting our unsheltered citizens with a tangible plan, coordinating with Vista and Carlsbad versus more lip service. And let's encourage technology and biotech companies to make their home here for jobs and long-term city revenue. And I'm for creating an ethics and transparency policy to rebuild citizen trust in our council. I promise not to take any contributions from developers or organizations they donate to, so I will not have or even appear to have a conflict of interest. So if you want to focus on positive changes with a council person with real-world experience, fiscal responsibility, who's invested 30 years in Oceanside, someone who wants to involve the community and cares enough to do the right thing even when it's hard to do, then vote for me, Jane Marshall, for your council representative for our home in District 4. I'm your neighbor, I'm your friend, and your independent voice at City Hall. Please visit my website, jane4oceanside.org, or email me at jane4oceanside@gmail.com. And don't forget, vote for Jane.